Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we look at this weird thing with these weird things. It looks like, I don't really know what it looks like. It's kind of like a pyramid of sorts up here or something, and then I have no idea. So last episode we, well, kind of screwed up, and didn't at the same time. Well, things went as well as could be expected, really, at the end of the day. Things didn't go really too well. We were going to, let me open the map over here, over there, to the Daendra Ohul Chapel. And we're probably gonna need to go to the government square eventually. But we're looking for Matkina, and apparently she was seen down here. I wonder if the collapsed tunnel is... Oh. Ah. Okay. So yeah, we were going up there. It's a good thing I looked at the map, actually, because I was trying to figure out where she was. We've been pretty much everywhere, except for here. I didn't go in there, and I want to. But also, we didn't do this. So, let's have a chat with the Cultist and see what that's all about. The Cultist glances over at you casually. His eyes widen when they reach your face. I heard you intended to explore the city, but never imagined you'd find your way down here. What an honor, he says. He folds his hands before him. How can I help you, beloved vessel? Let's examine him first. He's probably not gonna be too... Yeah, well, the man is pale, dirty, and nervous. He is stealing glances at your tattoo every chance he gets. He flinches when he notices you studying him. Yeah. Never have I seen it so close, he says. Or he thinks, actually. What have I done to earn this blessing? Okay. Okay, I'm looking for a woman named Matkina. Have you seen her? The cast-off? Not recently, he says, but she does work with Folsom from from time to time. He may know where she is. Okay, so we can't really do anything with him. I would actually like for him to for us to just tell him, okay, you can examine my scars if you want to, and maybe actually gain some little experience right there. Apparently the game bugs out when I do this. You see this? I think it's when characters. It's the shadow. I think it's something. Anyway, this happened before. Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna need to talk to... What's this guy's name? Is it that guy? I assume it is that guy. But we'll see. Let's touch this thing and see what that's all about. A dark sphere inhabits almost every socket in this obelisk that stretches towards the cavernous ceiling. No one else seems to be paying the odd structure any attention. Like most Numenera, it's simply here, and if it can't be used, it's treated as part of the scenery. The orbs gleam in the dim light. You lean towards them. Are they glass, jewels, eyes? They kind of look like... That one looks like a camera sort of thing, but some of them look like eyes from their movement, like that one over there. Let's touch the nearest sphere.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Oh yeah, also we need to level up. So I think that's him saying that advancement available. Let's see. Your finger barely grazes the glass before it displays the images of a furred creature touching the surface from the other side. Purple vines threaded with veins of light hang from the branches of the trees behind it. You lift your fingertip and darkness swallows the creature. The orb is opaque. Once more, the orbs appear to reflect whatever action is performed in front of them. Oh. That's pretty interesting. Let's tell the orb a secret. With your lips nearly brushing the surface, you whisper a thought you've never told anyone. A too tall, narrow-hipped being, a visitant, appears in the glass, long fingers clasped. Meeting your eyes, it speaks words you cannot hear.
I'm ready to learn something new.
You can, however, sense his thoughts. They tickle an odd part of your mind. Dizziness overcomes you. You suddenly know that the visitant speaks stolen words and that blood was spilled to take them. Even though the cause was just, the visitant is deeply ashamed. It fades into the black of the orb, lowering its head. Let's hum a little song. Why is it the red tide rising? And apparently the tides don't really matter in gameplay wise, and that probably is the reason why we can't really check on the amounts. I haven't figured it out yet. I need to look into that again. Nothing appears in any of the dark orbs. Instead, the whisper of many voices joined in song curls from the obelisk, so low that you only hear only you can hear it. Okay. Make a rude gesture. Let's not. Let's touch nearest sphere again. See what happens. The furred creature you saw before touches the orb again, bewildered. Okay, well, let's leave the obelisk alone. I'm not gonna not gonna make rude gestures here in the middle of this place. Let's not do that. Let's check. Oh, Fulsome. That's the guy. Okay, we didn't know these guys before, but there we go. Now we need to talk to him. Let me save the game before I do. And it seems that Matka might have killed something. This grisly scene is blocked by Fulsome and his thugs. You're out of your dirt, Tiny. What is a turt? I don't know what a turt is. I know what a tart is. This man towers over you, enormously fat and draped in gaudy robes. His expression is calm, stern even, as he regards the bloody mess spread across the floor and wall. The hooded figures on either side of him tense as you approach. He turns to inspect you, eyebrow lifted, and raises his hand. His bodyguards relax, watching you. In the space of a second, his eyes flick over you. He nods, apparently to himself, as if your presence has confirmed something he expected. One of the cast-off godlings, he thinks. That explains the missing pieces. What are you doing in the Underbelly, Falling Star? How do you know who I am? An odd question, he says, frowning. You fell from the sky like a comet and somehow survived. My people have been watching you since you set foot on the beach. He cocks his head. Now that I have answered your question, answer mine. What are you doing down here? I'm looking for someone, I say. Are you? He says. I know everyone in the Underbelly, and I am seeking someone as well. Perhaps we can help each other. Hopefully so. He turns his back on you, staring down at the vast pool of blood. This is all that remains of Whittle, one of my protégés. I had hopes for him. Now they will never be realized. The Underbelly is poorer without him. The rage beneath his voice cuts each word shorter and shorter. Bring me any information you find. Help me discover the identity of the killer, and you will be rewarded. He exhales sharply, then turns around. The fury you glimpsed in him is buried once more.
I'll remember that.
Getting a bunch of addendas. There is an assassin named Matkina, he says. She is known as the White Death. I have helped her find work in the past, but she has become erratic. If she is not involved, she might know who is. If you wish to help in this matter, ask her what she knows. The creature named Mapper may know where she is. Oh, I've already met Mapper. I'll find out where Matkina is hiding. I will observe your investigation with great interest. Who are you? Why do you observe me? I can't ask that? Okay, let's just focus on the killer right now. Do you have any ideas about the killer's motive? I have suspicions, he says, a muscle on his cheek twitching. And I have enemies. And you have enemies? It takes no imagination to conclude that this was meant to hurt me. He shakes his head. But the killer did not slit Whittle's throat and leave him for me to find. No, they spilled the notion of his blood and scrawled nonsense on the walls. If this is a message for me, I cannot interpret it. Maybe it is a message for me. I suggest the killer is crazy, he thinks. But which of my enemies are insane? Maybe he thought all of them would be? I don't know. So, do you have any new insights on the killer's motives? If this murder was intended to hurt me, it has succeeded. If it was meant to send a message, it failed. Okay, I want to examine the murder. No, actually, do you live in the Underbelly? Not quite. He smiles like he's paying for it by the millimeter. I rarely sleep, so I need no bed of my own. But I have spent most of my life in these tunnels and grottos. It is a good place. Cruel and unforgiving, but good. His slow gaze sweeps over the Underbelly. Sagas foolishly sends its undesirables here, as if it is worthless, but the Underbelly is a place of hidden treasures, wise machines, and kind mutants. If I had a home here, I would not regret it. Actually, to be honest, I could completely agree with him. This is my favorite area of the game so far. I mean, the Circus Minor was pretty decent, neat, I guess, but this one definitely has got the most interesting characters. It's got the guy covered in toes, it's got the machines, it's got the little kid that's all smiley and just kind of repressing all the sadness and all that, but that's pretty cool. Although I did enjoy the tavern as well. Well, yeah, but this is my favorite area. Let's see. Folsom seems like a strange name for you, I say. Yes, the big man says. The name was a gift, and somewhat of a witticism from my departed mentor many years ago. Before long, the name was the only one I was known by. The true gift in light of the unfortunate name of my given nature, he thinks. Okay. I want to examine the murder scene, please. At first, Folsom doesn't respond. He merely stares down at you. Through you. I will not have you trample through his blood without cause, he says at last. So there had better be one. I don't need your help that badly, Godling, he thinks. Okay, so let's see. So he's... Can I use this to my advantage? Let's look at the choices over here. I know you are grieving for your protege. All I want is to catch a killer. Okay. He's beyond caring about such things. Besides, it may help me find his killer. That's definitely not gonna be... I don't think that's the one. If you want my help, you'll let me pass. The murderer may have left behind evidence. I won't know unless you let me look. Oh, let's go with the first one. I think the first one is really what I need to go for. I know you are grieving for your protege, I say. All I want is to catch the killer. Unblinking, he regards you, his face a stoic mask, an iron wall. Finally, he nods. Let him pass when he's ready, he tells the hooded figures at his side. They incline their heads. Okay, thank you very much. And he nods. Very nice. Let's level up before anything else happens. So what... Can I pick a new skill? Please give me a new skill. What do I have? I don't have a new skill. Okay. I have increased stat pool or increased edge. That edge is actually good. And edge is... Yeah, edge is good because it basically means that each time I do a stat check, I get +1 stat pool on all of that. Basically, it's as if I spent it but got it back. That's what edge is right there. Oh, it's not on everyone. Okay, so let's go on intellect because that's definitely what I focus on. Let's go with that. And I got an extra edge. Oh, that is the edge up there. Oh, cool. Oh, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Okay. The game is saved again. And let's check this. So we have that. I really wouldn't... Yeah, I'm trampling through the blood. Not much remains of Folsom former protege beyond a vast still pool of blood with a skinned hand at its center. A bloody circle is scrawled on the wall nearby. Okay, let's examine the bloody circle on the wall first. Your hand reaches towards the streaks and bubbles of blood of its own accord, and an iron spike drives through your temples. What? Your hand's streaks and bubbles of blood. No, this is something different. I'm remembering his... What? I'm remembering the murder, I think. So let's read that again. Your hand reaches towards the streaks and bubbles of blood of its own accord, and an iron spike drives through your temples. You stand before a blank wall. Sickening purple-black light spills around the corner behind you. This is your temple. And you have been driven into a dead end by her. Blood seeps through the walls... through the wall from the other side, drawing the familiar shape. Frightened, confused, you trace the line, and a gate opens with a wet crunch. The vision collapses, but the memories are not done with you yet, it seems. Another bulges painfully through your thoughts, closing around you. Let's surrender to it. And probably... We didn't take damage, huh. Fresh blood streams over the circle, yanking you through the hollow at its center into the world beyond. A strip of blistered land coils through a void as black as a gaping mouth. The air is thick, foul, and textured with the sleekness of maggots. Nausea slams into you, filling your head, infecting your thoughts. And through it all, you sense a mind in that fathomless darkness, spilling towards you, seeking, tasting, joyful, and hungry. Joyful. So it's not the sorrow. That's her. It's gotta be her. Of course, I take damage, that's fine. You shove the horrific memory away from you, slamming your mind shut like a door, and swallowing the knot of nausea in your throat. After seeing that world, the bloody pool at your feet seems almost mundane. So... I'm sensing her mind through the mind of the dead? Okay, that seems pretty cool. It's kind of weird. This might be kind of a mixture between the sorrow... I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's inspect the hand in the pool of blood first. Or second, I guess. A flayed hand with long, slender fingers lies palm up in the center of the pool of blood. The rest of the victim is missing.
Making a note.
You step away. Okay, let's inspect the blood pool again. The fingers of the skinned hand at the center of the pool have curled slightly, but the scene is otherwise unchanged. You study... Oh! Oh, it's so good that I'm doing this again. Because the... I'm examining the bloody circle on the wall again. You study the dashes and bleeding pinpricks binding the circle. They aren't symbols in any known human tongue, but you sense their purpose. The circle was almost inconsequential. These sigils... These sigils gripped the shape of it and pushed it through time and space. This was, however, briefly, a trans-dimensional portal to another place. Now it is dead. Before you can look away from the circle, a memory A memory bulges painfully through your thoughts, and the memory isn't yours. Let's try that again. Oh, it's this one again. And of course I take more damage. But I gain experience again. I could do that however many times I want. Let's not do that. That seems like a bug. Let's look at the hand again. It's unchanged. The bloody circle. If anything, the circle on the wall, the transdimensional gate seems dimmer than it was before. Okay, so we can't do that again. It seems that basically it's because it's a different... the bug is because I got a different skill check each time. And basically, yeah, that's that. But we gained a little bit of experience that probably we shouldn't have. But that makes up for the nastiness that happened last episode. Let's see. I am now currently... What's my level? Tier 1. Oh. Oh, I see. So this is not... That's pretty cool. I like that. He's already tier 2. Oh, I didn't... Wait a minute, is it like, do I need, is it like tier 2, 3, and 4, or is it the other way around, I suppose? I mean, yeah, okay, pretty good, pretty good. Let's do this and see what is up with that. It's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So let's leave, tell this guy what I saw, maybe he knows something. I doubt it, but we'll see. Unblinking, unmoving, the huge man waits for you to approach. A cocked eyebrow gives you permission to speak. Do you have any new insights? No. Okay, I'll see you later then. And he nods. Okay, see you later, guys. Whatever your name is. Let's go to Mapper over here. Yeah, we talked to him. So he knows, or he might know where Matkina is. The tattooed man glances up from his study of his maps. You come back. What do you need? Let's see. Oh. That's steps up there. And down here as well. So I can tell him about the lair of the Stika. Have you heard anything about the murders down here? Let's ask that. Murders? What murders? Alarm colors his face, and a faint red streak runs through his tattoos. No one tells me anything. I wonder if that's the red tide or something. He sighs. One of the drawbacks of being a drifter, I suppose. No one thinks to keep you informed. Of course, in a place like this, people don't generally talk to each other, much anyway. Yeah, so, these are all again. Let's tell him about the Stika lair. Yeah, have you been to the Stika lair? I can tell you what's in there. Are you joking? Can you really? Tell me. He stares avidly at you, his blue prosthetic gleaming. As you speak, a space clears on his skin and new lines pull themselves to the surface. Because that's his map. That's the... Yeah. His map is on his skin. He moans, as if in the throes of deep pleasure. The Stika lair. Yes, like I was there. The eye clicks and, the eye? Clicks and whirs for a moment, and then he stares at the new tattoo. That smell? Did you notice the smell in their lair? Like lighting and dust. He smiles. My thanks to you. You've done right by me. Well, not a problem, man. Thank you for, that, I suppose. So... I'm looking for a woman named Matkina. Do you know where I can find her?
Making a note.
Matkina? The White Death? I've heard of her. I know where she hides, too. He grins wise, exposing he grins wide, exposing a mouthful of extraordinarily white and clean teeth. Oh no, it's Richard Hammond. Anyway, I can tell you where she is, he says, but I hate to say it comes with a price. Much as I love to talk about my travels, I need to finish a patch of my Sagas Cliffs maps, and I need bragging rights for the next time I see the navigators. He shrugs. Also, she might not be happy I've told, but I might be able to help you find it. For a trade, of course. He drops his voice. Have you ever heard of the Changing God? Savior of the Sagas Cliffs in times past and so forth? Yeah, they say he had a sanctuary under the city, a place he used to retreat to and plan for, the future, while he thought on his past. You know, making possibility maps, he says. The sanctuary is the one important place I haven't seen in Sagas Cliffs, and I need it to fill in my map. As far as I can tell, it's not far past the Stika lair. The problem I'm having is that I just can't make any sense of their language. Maybe you can talk to them? He shrugs disarmingly. It's a hell of a price, I know, but there it is. You want to find Matkina? You'll find a sanctuary for me. Well, I did it already, so that's quite good. Is there some other way into the sanctuary besides the Stika lair? Oh, there is. There's a ladder. He sighs exasperated. There must be. Changing God wasn't the kind of person who'd just put one entrance into the place, but I haven't been able to find a back door for the life of me. Okay, yeah, there's another way. We didn't go through it, actually, but we're gonna need to, just to check it out, just to see, because it probably only opens from the inside. No, actually, it shouldn't open from just the inside, because this is just a different way of completing this part of the quest. So, yeah, but we're still gonna go down there. Let's see. Why don't you go look for it yourself? The kiss-sucking sticker, that's why. They've got their precious eggs in their lair, and they won't let me in. It's not like I've got any interest in the eggs, but, well, I got no patience for dealing with their clicks and rumbles. I just want to know. Got it? Got me? Yep. Yeah, I discovered the location of the Changing God's Sanctuary. He leans forward, and the blue eye... Oh, it's just a single eye that this guy has. And the blue eye begins to gleam more brightly. Tell me about it, he whispers. As you speak, Mapper stares at the exposed patch of flesh on his arm. New lines etch into his skin, unfurling themselves across the space. He smiles tightly and shifts in his seat. Yes, he mutters. Yes! He points to one line here. In the void beneath the city. That's... What's this? In the mural? He looks more closely at his arm and recoils. Oh, gods, it's terrifying even from here! He rubs at his skin, as if trying to rid himself of the mural's image. His blue eye looks anywhere but at himself, and he shivers bone deep. I don't have you seeing that thing, friend. Not at all, no. Yeah, I actually fought that thing, so yeah. He slaps his face a bit, bringing some flesh to cheeks, and smiles again. Anyway, I owe you a map, don't I? He takes a big breath and says, The White Death is hiding in a place called the Cave of Last Words. It's an old thieves' bolt hole. They say Chilla herself used it, but they don't say where it is. He smiles. Persistent space, though. That's always been my watchword. Okay, so persistence. A place called the Caves of Last Words.
I'll
yeah.
remember that.
There's one way to get to it through the caravanserai, but it's sealed tight, and I never found a way in. But you can get there from the underground. The Stika, no, they dug there. They can dig there again. Oh, that's pretty awesome. And because I'm their friend, I'm not gonna need to pay anything. That's fantastic. So thank you very much, sir. Travel well, my friend. Yep, that's awesome. But we're not gonna go there right now. But that does mean, well, because we're gonna go to the Temple of Death over there. That does mean that this Temple of Death is not where we need to go. Also, I'm just now realizing that when we fought the terrible things in the mirror down at the Changing God's place, I could and probably should have taken this. No, not this. There's a... Don't I have like a thing that... No, I don't. There's a... What are these things? The ciphers. There's a cipher that heals everybody's everything. And I didn't buy it, but I probably should, because that thing is really powerful. Especially for a battle. Yeah, we need to go back and get it. I don't actually remember where it is, though. I think it is... Ooh. Okay. Sure. No terrible things happening right now. Ooh. Devourer of Wrongs. You guys remember these? Excuse me? Can I? Let me zoom in a little bit, get a little bit of a better grasp on all the details over here. They have names. But this guy's... They're all the same. Let's have a chat with this guy. He's not gonna like me. But let's see what he does. This enormously fat figure stands alone, motionless. Because of its metal mask and the obscuring layers of devices, filters, and hoses it wears, you can't be sure if it's a man or a woman, or even if it's entirely human. His thick neck bulges and clenches, as if it was chewing something. This one looks familiar, he thinks. Some mind in my mind once knew him. Huh. I wonder if he's just talking about the Changing Gods thing, or if he actually remembers seeing me. But anyway, you recall seeing this man before? Yeah, standing behind Riz on the execution platform in Circus Minor. So, what is your role in the Dendra Hood? I attend executions and eat the condemned once they are dead, he says. Their meat shows me the extent of their guilt and gives me their memories, revealing motive, method, accomplices, and secrets. The Dendra Ohud have always performed this service for the city. I see. Huh. This is an interesting line. I think he's gonna like that I say that, but it's kind of... Why can't I actually say that? That's a very insightful line right there. Unless he's not immortal. But it is an insightful line right there. Let's see. Preserving the knowledge of the dead is worthy ideal, even if it's dead criminals, I suppose. So they betray their friends in death. That doesn't seem fair. You're stealing their honor after they die. That sounds a little bit like what my character would say, so I'm probably going to go with that. Eating criminals sounds a bit barbaric. I'm kind of torn between these two things right now. Does my character... Is my character confrontational? I don't think he is. I think we set a a precedent for him not being confrontation. Wow, come on, I can't say the word. It's confrontation, and basically he likes that, or he doesn't. He doesn't, I don't think. So let's go with the thing is, I think this is a little bit more confrontational than this one is. So let's go with this one. Eating dead criminals sounds a bit barbaric because it's the ellipsis right there. Many of the condemned think it is so, says the Devourer of Wrongs. Some fear it worse than the execution itself. They should not. Okay, so I can, yeah, I ate dead. Okay, so they should not. Why not? Is he really? He might be just brainwashed. Or something, or he knows more than I do. Anyway, doesn't matter. This short, squat woman rakes absently at the swollen red tattoos decorating her pale, naked scalp. Her claws draw blood, but she doesn't seem to notice. Her head jerks up at the sound of your footsteps, and her too large mouth widens in a sharp-toothed smile. We greet you, Tenderling. Yes, we honor your arrival. Her eyes rove over your body hungrily. What brings you to the Dendra Ahur? What do you wish to share with us? Her gray and pointed tongue swipes at the ritual scarring around her lips, leaving a glistening sheet of saliva. Who are you? We are Gzay of the, And she pauses. You may not know the word, but we come from another world. A heavier one. More rocks and less life. She rubs her tattoos, drawing your attention to them once more. They are more decorative. Their shape and placement indicate familial or tribal ties. Huh. Are those clan tattoos or family? Her massive grin nearly splits her face. Both, she says. We mark ourselves for each body we consume, like twigs sprouting from a branch. Everyone in our world is family. Everyone is food. Our world is not like yours. No, I kind of got that, yes. It is not so rich. There are no animals, no. And she pauses, frowning. Vegetables? None of those. The only flesh is our flesh. And she sighs. But we are blessed. When we eat bodies, nothing is lost except the corpse. The soul is preserved. And she spreads her hand. The dead one becomes part of us. It becomes we. So you're saying that the individual dies, but the soul is dispersed among all who eat the body? You are correct, she says, nodding. We give our respect in this way, and we survive. And she shrugs, until we don't. And sometimes someone dies on their own, and the soul is lost. Our people deserve better. That is why we are here. Huh. We heard rumors of the Dendra Ahur magic, she says, concentrating. Your language's tenses clearly like... wait a minute. Your language's tenses clearly give her trouble. Oh, yeah, okay, the herd in here, okay. It does not stop at the soul. It pulls memories from dead flesh and soaks them into the mind. And she gives you a rapturous smile. So we came through a portal in the bloom to learn this magic. We found our way to Sagas. We asked to join, she sighs. Now the portal is gone, we hear. But we will make another in time. Really? So, how many bodies have you eaten? We do not share this, she chuckles. We prefer our feasts to be private, but many, we find our feasts on our own. Okay, can you answer some questions about the Dendra Ahur? No, she chuckles, then covers her mouth with a barbed claw. No, we are not the voice of the Dendra Ahur, Tenderling. Speak with our leader, Imbitu, instead. Savor his words and drink of his thoughts. And she gestures extravagantly in the direction of an elderly man standing nearby, as though introducing a prince. You don't want to tell me about the Dendra Ahur? Want? We do not speak of want, Tenderling. We do not deserve to tell you, she smiles. Imbitu is our voice. Okay, then I will see you later. Farewell. We will miss you, Tenderling. All of you. I don't really like how she says I'm tenderling. That's kind of telling, isn't it? Kind of telling. Anyway, we're gonna need to talk to this guy. Yeah, there it is. So I suppose we're gonna need to talk to these guys all before that. But that's gonna be the next episode because we are out of time for right now. So I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.